I've been traveling pretty much full time now for 7 years, and I started glamping doodles a little over a year ago. And it's one of those things I didn't even know I needed, is a portable power station, until Growatt sent me one, and so we keep it on our RV, and it is right here. So this is the Growatt portable power station. It is a 1500 watt hour portable power station up to as a 2000 watt inverter. And you know what? I didn't even know we were gonna need it, but we did. Just the other day, I'll show you what happened. Because we are stuck in Mexico on the side of the road, and it could be another 6 hours till we're safe. There's been an accident down the road, and so they've blocked it off. It's a 2-lane road. We talked to the police. They say another 6 hours. We're sitting here stranded. There's no cell phone service. So what are we doing here? There's no way to contact anybody. Luckily, we have our Starlink with us, but I don't want to have to run the generator because we're still 100 kilometers from the nearest fuel. We're 200 kilometers from the nearest fuel that way, so we don't want to burn through all our fuel. So we have our Growatt 1500 here. It is a nice little backup to have. And it is powering our Starlink, no problem here. It says here the Starlink is currently using 30 watts of power, and it'll power that for 52 hours right here. So it's a really cool tool to have. It gives us a little bit of communications when we're stuck on the road, and pretty nice having it. So this thing is pretty cool. You know, it's got 4 outlets on this side plus a 12 volt outlet, you know, like the old car cigarette. I don't even know why they call them cigarette lighters anymore, but there's nobody actually, anyway, I don't know why they call them that, but you got a 12 volt there. On the front of the display, it's got your power button, and it'll tell you, you know, what percentage. So we've been using this thing a little bit, so it's at 91%. And, you know, it'll power like pretty much anything you want. I mean, a 2000 watt inverter, I mean, that'll power a microwave, a laptop, all that. And so we had it hooked up just the other day to our Starlink, and it would have gone for more than 2 days running our Starlink, which is great because it's, you know, backup, right? What if we get out stuck somewhere and we need to be able to contact somebody and get a hold of, or just work? You know, we work remotely, so having this thing be able to have our Starlink on all the time is great. You have your USB and your fast charging outputs here, as well as Type-C, which is kind of everybody's going to these days. It also has an app you can use. So you can connect directly to it, and you can manage the power usage and monitor the power usage on this thing. Really cool also, it has wireless charging mat for your phone. You just put that right on top, pretty neat. And so it tells you on the display, it'll tell you what your input is and what your output. So there's 3 ways to charge this thing. You can just hook it into a standard wall outlet, and we did that the other day. It was at 40%, and it took us about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to charge the thing all the way to 100%. And so it's got a standard plug for that. Or on this side, you've got your inputs. It comes with, you know, your 12 volt connection, like if you want to charge this off your car while you're driving down the road. So say you've been camping and you used it all weekend, and then you're moving to your next camping spot, which is like 5 or 6 hours away. You can plug this into your lighter in your car and charge this up while you're on your way, so that you have more power when you get there. Also, what it comes with is these MC4 connectors, which are for solar panels. So you can hook up to 800 watts of solar power on this thing. So, I mean, 800 watts is a lot. So basically you could be self-sufficient forever on this thing. And it's just one of those things, you know, I didn't really know I needed it until I do. So I think it's gonna be great for people in RVs or boaters. Like we're gonna go sailing this weekend, and we're on a charter boat, and I don't really know much about the boat. I don't know the electrical system on it, so we're actually probably going to bring this thing with us on the boat so that we can have power and for our laptops and Starlink and internet and all that. And then, so I think it's great for boaters, definitely for RVers, campers. I think it's a must-have, and actually I think it's a pretty cool thing to have as a backup for your house. Like my parents they live in Dallas, Texas, and you know that power outage 2 years ago where everybody lost power? They lost power for 6 days, so they didn't have any way to charge their phones or, you know, keep their refrigerators going or anything like that. So this would have been great for them to have. So kind of a cool backup to keep at your house. Definitely, we bring this with us everywhere we go in the RV, and you know, I I didn't know we needed it, but we definitely do, and you could probably use one too. So thank you to GrowWatt for sponsoring this video. Thank you for hooking us up with this unit. And next thing you know, we're gonna get some solar panels for this thing so that we can be truly off-grid. 800 watts of solar, this RV hooked up to this thing. I mean, we could be indefinite, like not need to be plugged into power, and so I'm pretty excited about that. So there's a link down in the description if you're interested in one of these, and tell them Salem Doodles sent you, and thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. We've been traveling now on the road in the RV. I've actually started. Okay, dude. God damn it.